Good morning. I hope you are all well. I'm back again with Christmas, and today we're going to do some envelopes. So I was asked by a subscriber, and I know I've done it a million times before, but we'll do it again. Is how do you manage with an envelope like this with a window in it? So these ones I've torn down. This is the bit I tore off because otherwise they wouldn't fit in my books that I'm going to make. I kept these bits because, I don't know, I thought they could be made into some sort of tuck like that, or open it on that side and the other side, and they could go over 2 pages and become, a double page tuck or something like that. So we'll look at those in another video. I've already done some of these envelopes because I'm doing a few of them, but so I'll just show you what I did, and then we'll do some. So this one, I've been using my Christmas papers. This one I left open at the top, and I glued it down the side, and I also attached a hinge to it, so that way I can stitch it into the signature as well. And that's my window there. So if I stick my ruler in that way, you can see there, that's my window. Okay, so that's the first one. Just put that over there. This is another one. This again I hinged as well with some Christmas paper, and I used my digi, and again that's where my window is. Okay, put those up there. And then this one already had the flap, so I've left this one open at the side here. I've got the flap here so I can hinge that if I want to, and I've covered it with antique book page. There I've put some tea-dyed paper, and then I had this paper go right around. So this one needs to be decorated. Let me have a look at these ones. Oh, this one might need something on it as well. We'll have a look at those. We'll put those, we'll make 2 piles. So one here and one there. Okay, oops. So I think I only did 4. I must have only done 4. Okay, they're falling over. All right, they're not going to cooperate. And then I've got this one here. This one I haven't hinged, but I can always attach something here if I want to. I closed it at the top there, and there's my window, and that opens at the side, and that might need some decoration as well. So I thought we'd continue on. I nearly kept on going. So this was one like, I'll show you what this one was. This one was like, which one is it? This one. Okay, so this one is the same as this one, same type. You can see that there. Now, what I've done is I've opened it. I ripped it open here very carefully, just went slowly, so that way I can do all my interior decorating as well. So let's do that. And I've got my other ones ripped down. So these are all white. They're not tea-dyed. If they're tea-dyed, then you don't even have to worry about covering the whole lot except for where there's writing. And then I've got a craft one as well to have a play with too. So you can use craft or this type as well, but we're recycling, so we recycle these. It's good to recycle these. So inside I'm going to put a little bit of I'm using my scraps here, and whatever's wide enough, even if it's sideways, I don't care. If it's sideways, I'm just gluing that in. I'll take the white off just in case I don't glue it in the right spot. So yeah, it makes life easier if you sort of tear them open and then glue them back shut. So I have Lulu home today, not because she's sick, although she said half her class is at home. And now we don't know whether that's the unmentionable panic, like thinking they've got it, even if they've just got a cold, or whether they've actually got something. We don't know. We just don't know. Anyway, so half the class wasn't there yesterday. And then today is the patron saint of Rimini holiday, so school's shut. There we go, see? That's how you just sort of eyeball it. And then the other part I need to cover is this bit here, and then this bit here. So we might as well do all of that now. What have I got floating around? I'm going to put some tea-dyed paper there, I think, because you don't want to be too busy. And I've got this nice tea-dyed paper. I could have it go right across if I wanted to. Like I could have it start there. I wonder if, see if I closed it, it would just make it. I could do that. But I don't really want to thicken up my crease. That's my issue. I don't want to thicken my crease. So what I'm going to do here is I'll just fold it there. It can just come in a little bit because it's going to be glued shut there. the opening's going to be on the side, and I'll use this ruler. So how is everybody today? Oopsie. Oopsie doopsie. I didn't have time to read my messages this morning because Lulu and I went to the supermarket and the shopping centre. She needed new pyjamas and all kinds of things were needed. I could cut that. Actually, maybe I'll cut it in half. If I cut it in half, yes, that'll be in enough, and it might be enough for there. Yes, okay. So we got home quite late, and then I had to have a visit from the mother-in-law. She had to drop things off, so then I couldn't start my video. So it's 12. It's not afternoon or anything like that, which is good. I do like to get, if I can, I like to get the video in the morning, so then in the afternoon I can work on other things. Although if I don't get a move on with these, there's so much to make. If I don't get a move on with them, just before the crease. You don't want to put it right on the crease. That's going to be stitched into the journal, so you won't even hardly notice that. So when it closes, there we go. And then I'm going to glue this one here. I might glue it like that. I know I've got that bit there because it ripped, you see. But I can put something there. It's okay. We'll manage. And I think I'm going to flip it around the other. No, I'm going to put it up that way. I am. I'm not changing my mind. Right. Oh, I know what I wanted to point out to you too that I did. Actually, I'm going to slide it up a bit higher. I slip slide them around quite a bit before I decide on their position. That's a good thing about using glue stick, is you've got time to muck around with it. So I'm going to trim that bit off there. Like so. I might trim that little piece off there. And I'm going to trim, I am going to trim this little bit down here. It actually doesn't really matter about that white bit because it is going to be attached to something else. So that'll probably, I'll make sure, if I remember, that will be covered up. So now I can glue down here. So I can just put glue stick there, that'll hold it. Here. And I also need to glue down the other side, and I'm going to just use a bit of tacky glue. Now, I'm not going to put it all along there because this doesn't arrive to there. You've got to put it on the short side, this side here. If there's any left in there, there is. Okay, so put that there. And then, fold that down, and there. I put too much glue up there, but what I did on the other one is I actually trimmed that bit off. So it was, you know, it didn't have that bit. Make sure it's stuck down. Like that, okay? That's all I did. And now we can decorate. You don't have to worry about that. Oh, dearie me. If you weren't going to attach it to anything, you would cover that little faux pas up. You'd stick something on there. Okay. Right, so we've got the front to decorate and the back. And I forgot to show you on one of these. Which one was it? Not that one. Where am I missing? I thought I did 5. I mustn't have. Was it this one? Nope. This one? Yes. So these are the stamps from these types of envelopes. Some of them I just ripped them all off. I've got them all here and I've kept them. I mean, you could tea dye them if you want to. I didn't. I liked the white. So I kept them because I think they look quite nice on the envelope as well. Kind of like, looks like it's been mailed or something. So I thought that was a bit of fun. That's another idea. So I need to find some of my papers. I've got all these background papers. And then I've obviously got Florentine papers, but I'm using some of my more decorative papers for this. So maybe we'll use, so that wouldn't, maybe I could, oh no, let's do this side first and then we'll decide that side. We'll do this side first. I'll put the papers down there for the minute. So here you've got, I start with that strip there. I've got lots of leftover bits, or I start down here, and I know I'm going to cover those up, but that's okay. I'm not going to use the same one as I had before. I can use this one. I'm going to put that there. So I'm having my torn edge up here, and I just sort of just cover it. I might do that strip first. Sometimes just on that strip, it's just the easiest thing to do is just put a bit of book page. And what I'm going to do with the book page, I think, is wrap it all the way around. So I'm going to put it here, like so, have the writing, and then I'm going to wrap it all the way around, and then I covered up my white edge as well. Good way to use up your scraps doing these types of envelopes. And we hadn't done these collaging ones for quite a while, so it's good. Thank you for asking me. We haven't done them for a while. So who knows if those tiddlywinks, the ones in Lily's class, are just normal or the bodgy stuff. Let's call it the bodgy stuff. But I imagine if there was any doubt, I know in other schools they go and do the rapid test on them all, if anyone in the class has it. So I expect that's what would happen in her school as well. Then I'm going to put that one there. Put those aside. They're very sticky. I think this one's sticky too. Just fold it in half. Now I haven't trimmed it off because I'm thinking I'm going to fold it around. I know I'm going to have to trim it down though before I do that. So I'm going to stick that there. I might slide it across like so. And then I need to trim here. Okay, and then I need to snip here. And fold that over. Like so, because that's going to be all covered up. And I'm going to trim that right off. I don't want that bit. There we go. How easy is that? Oh, I need to trim it just a little bit more here so it's flush. There we go. Okay. So that's that. And then I'm going to put something here. And sometimes I just like a pattern, a bit of pattern. So I might just, well, I'll rip that bit off. Oh no, maybe I'll have that bit go over the top. So I just, how wide do I need? I just eyeball it. It needs to be a bit more than that because I'm going to fold it over like the other one. I could even use that piece. Why don't I use that piece? Because that's perfect. Oh, I don't quite want it quite that wide because I'm going to put a strip. Or maybe I will have it go right across just in case I decide to use a smaller piece. Now this was a piece that didn't print out so well on the other side, so I've been using it for collage. Because this was double-sided printed. So put this here, like so. Grab this and fold it. Oh, I don't want to see, I did a boo-boo, boo-boo. Need to trim it first. Just remember that, trim it first. That down and trim that up. I could even stick that down, but I just didn't want them joined there. Okay, it's coming together. What's next? No. Now I'm going to find a piece of paper, one of these. Maybe, or do I have any, what scraps do I have? That's just plain paper for backing things. We're not using that right now. So for example, I could rip this here and put that there, would be pretty. I could have it go, I'd actually like it there, so I need to have something. I should have had that go right across in hindsight. There's a scrap. They're all the background pages. I'll just put those down there because there's lots of those. I think I printed them out quite a lot of times, didn't I? We've got some, that's vellum. I mean, not vellum, tissue paper. Not tissue, what am I saying? Tracing paper. Let's try again. Here we go. We've got, oh, this is good. This is a good bit. Why don't I stick that there? That will do it. That will do it. We'll stick that there. It's like a puzzle. It's just like a puzzle. We're doing a puzzle, a paper puzzle. I'm very good trying to be careful with my gluing. I'm not very good. Trying to be careful with my gluing just to make sure I put enough glue on there, because I'm not stitching any of these at this point in time. I'm thinking I'm not going to, so that will cover that bit. Okay. And which was the paper I was going to use? This one. I was going to rip here. So I need to rip this page in. It doesn't, and you know what? It doesn't matter. I can reprint these papers. So, and then I will need to rip it off the top. Press down hard. Okay, and then I need to measure. So what I do is I'll go like, maybe I'll have it go up there. That's it. Doesn't matter if that was just to scrap that other piece. I really don't, I'm not worried about it. Or I can have it down there. Well, that's going to fold around, so that's what you're going to see. Actually, I think I have it down there, I've decided. Because when you fold it around, it actually is quite good. So I need to tear it off here. I mean, that is perfect for the back of a tag. So you are left with good bits. And then here, I'm just going to, maybe no, I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to hold it there. And then I might use my other ruler. Now that I found it, because it was in the other room, that's where it was. I don't know why. I might just rip it a little bit less. So that way, if I've made a mistake, I've got a bit of leeway. So we'll put some glue on there. And I'm going to trim off my excess. I've covered up all my white bits. There we go. And so this is the one that probably takes the longest to do, because you've got more bits even in the flap and stuff to do. Okay, and then fold it, and that's like that. So that's the front, and I'm quite happy with that. Now let me just see here. If I would like any of these. I might not. But I am quite enjoying the white and the white and the stamp on it. Just tear that off. Tear it down a little bit. So yeah, fun way to reuse actual modern stamps, I think. So when it's folded, that's what it would look like, with or without. Maybe just this one. Yeah, I might stick that one on. Cool. You'll be looking at any mail that you get in a different way. I'm certainly not going to be throwing out any envelopes that have nice stamps on them like that. You couldn't even fake it. Okay, so we've still got to do this bit. We haven't finished. I thought I'd finish, but I haven't. I'm glad I kept those. I'm very pleased about that decision. That was a good decision. So here, obviously, you could have this one, but I think it won't fit. So I'll keep that for another one. We could also do a little bit of collagey stuff. Collagey stuff. See, I'm just seeing what I've got here. What do I have? Don't have much of this paper. This was last year's. Could go there, but I'd have to tear it a little bit. Could put that there, and then what? That one. I mean, I know these are nice to make tags and things out of, but that could be nice on there. Or, no, actually, maybe, where's the red one of that? There it is. I think I might stick a piece of this one there, yes. Well, first of all, let me rip. I'm actually going to use this ruler for that. And it doesn't have to be exactly that width, because we've got the other paper that's coming around from the other side. And I'm going to have, I think I'm going to have the green paper. Let's see. Oh, I quite like that. I think I might put that wrong way, that way. I might put that one all the way. So I need to, I can rip it about there along that line. Glue that down. Great, I like that. And then I was thinking maybe just a little piece of that. Yes, I like that. Just a little piece of it rather than the big piece. And then afterwards you can decide if you want to like stick a Santa on there or do some form of decoration on there. Or you could leave it, and of course if you've got like a nice sort of, not a biro, but maybe like a felt tip pen or a fountain pen, you can write on here, or you can be more decorated. But sometimes I just leave them, as I say, quite often, so then you're able to, you know, you can decide it afterwards depending on where it's going to go. And I think that one is done. And there's your pocket, and it's a nice big pocket, because if that's stitched in the signature, it can be quite hard to slip things in if it were too tight, but it's quite a big space there. And you could even do your semicircle snip there. You have to be careful though, because I don't want to see the blue, so it'd only be a very slight one like that to indicate it's a pocket. So that one's done. That to me is completely done. So I'll put that one aside, and we'll look at another one. Now, another way is, let's see if I've got the paper that's right for it. It's a bit more fiddly this other way. Anyway, first thing I need to do is open this. Open this, and we need to put something in here. So what will we put in there? I mean, we could put that in there. That would be nice. Look at that. Wouldn't that be nice? Okay, I'm going to do it. I'll rip that little piece off because I might want to use that. Whoopsie. And if I put that there, that should be fine. Just test it before. Yep, that's fine. And then what else do I need to do? I need to put something along here because if I'm going to make this one a side tuck, am I? Or am I going to glue that side down, make it a top loading? I might make it a top loading, so I don't need to do anything there. I need to put something up here. And sometimes I just go to my scraps, in my little garbage bin here, but there's nothing there. That's good to stick down on my thing. Okay, nothing there. Let's just grab a piece of coffee dyed paper that's now, and we'll put my snip on that side, so I need to have this on this side. So we'll glue that down there. It's just so when you snip your little semicircle out, you don't see the blue of the envelope. You're seeing the coffee dyed paper, tea dyed paper, because I tea dye. I put a tiny bit of coffee in, but it's pretty much all tea bags. Okay, probably need to do a bit more of that. So that will go in there. So that's all done. And then that way I can glue it shut. So I'll get this. Put some glue on here. And I need to put my glue down the side, and I think I'll put it down that side. And we'll glue it all shut. Don't know what's happening there. Something's happening there. I ripped it. Okay, so that side's all glued down. And then up here is where the opening is going to be. So now we're ready to decorate. Might use, that's nice. I think I'll put that one there. What's happening, Lou, that you're huffing and puffing? Oh, she's got headphones on. She can't hear me. That's it. It's a bit crooked. There we go. Fold that. Or maybe I'll snip it and fold it that way as well. Why not? Hold that there. Cut that off. Now we're becoming a little bit fussy, and put that there. Now before I forget, because I can quite often forget, is I'm going to grab a piece of, I've just been using this Christmas tree paper because I like it. I've got quite a bit of it left over. I've turned away, you probably can't hear me. Here we go. I've got these strips, you see, and I might glue that one there No, what did I want to do? I want to glue it here, and that's going to be where I'm going to glue it in there. So I need to rip it. Let me just put it on there and fold it down. This is how I measure. That's it. That's my measurement. We might only get 2 done, but anyway, I'll keep that. So what I do is I just fold it about 1/3. So I've got plenty to attach something else to on the other side when I sew it into the signature. And glue that down before I cover up that side of my envelope. Now just make sure that's the top there. You don't want your trees upside down, although it's not the end of the world if the trees are upside down. It's really not the end of the world. Sometimes we just have to get a grip, don't we? Worrying about silly things. There's worse things to worry about than upside down trees. Okay, there we go. If I were to put my trees upside down, all I would do is cover that completely up on that side, and it would be fixed. That would be my solution. So now, here I'm going to put my book page down. I like the book page down. It's an easy way to deal with that spot there. The other easy way is just to have a pattern paper there as well. But I like to not have, you know, too much pattern everywhere, if you know what I mean. So here, but in this case, what I need to do is, this is my marking here. I need to rip it there. I'm not wrapping it around. Hopefully it's straight. Get your glue on there and glue away. Oh, and what I might do is, I'm going to rip off that bit. I don't want that bit. Okay, so that's that. And then we need to put something else. Got all these scraps everywhere. This can go on here as well. I'm just using up all the little bits floating around. Oh, I should measure. Oh, oh no, I can't fold it over because that's where I'm going to snip. So I need to see where to rip it off. And I need to use my straight ruler, so why don't I do my other trick, which is fold it like this. I mean, you could fold it over and tuck it in on the other side. Why don't I do that? Why don't I tuck it in on the other side? That's what I'm going to do. That'll work, I think. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's that. Oh no, I can't. I've got to have it over this side because that's where the white is. And there I've got my book page, so that's all right. And then here, I need to open it. But I might need to just snip a little bit off. I need to snip a little bit off because that's where my glue is. Might be a fiddly business. Okay, then open it like so, and then fiddle around and slip that in there. In it goes. In you go. Go on. And then it's nice inside as well. How about that? Done. Snip that off. There we go. So when you open it, you see that little edge in there, and we've got the little edge in there. Good. And then down here, what are we going to put? That. I think that's too much book page. We could have some Christmas trees. Christmas trees are cute. We could have Christmas trees. Christmas trees there, I think. I'll just tear a bit more off. Tear a bit off there and a bit off the bottom. Oh, and I need to tear a bit off there, so we've got to continue on with our torn look. Okay. Good. Okay, and I'm just going to carefully fold that over there. Hopefully it'll stick down. Okay, so that's that side. And then one last thing, do we want any of these? Maybe. Might put that there. I think I might put that there. They're all pretty similar. Put that there, and then I'll probably decorate that one somehow. I just like the colours. Okay, so that's that. And what sorts of things do I have here? Isn't that cute? No. Okay, and now we need to do this side. And this side I would probably be more inclined just to find in one of my papers a bigger piece. And this could be a writing page. So I'm thinking I might get the doggy and put the doggy on there. So I'm going to rip it down here. Rip off the bottom. That there. Now where is my... that bit off, and I need to use my other ruler, which has disappeared. Here it is. And then I'm going to use the and I'm going to glue that right on there. A new glue book page. This one's very sticky. Okay, and then we can snip I'm going to do my snippety snip on this side. Yep. That's going to go into the signature. It's like, for example, I'll grab a piece of anything really, like, you know, you could grab a piece of this and stick that down on there. You could maybe have it coming over. I mean, if I'd probably try and get one the same size. It doesn't matter if it's not the same size, but, and then you attach that, and then you've got a page, but you've also got an envelope that you're attaching into the journal. So that one, that's that one there. And then I did say there was another way of doing it, but you have to do this bit first. I forgot about that, to do that in that one. You have to open this carefully. You don't have to open it. It's just less fiddly if you do. If you open it, it's just less fiddly. Stick your bit in there. What will my bit be? Maybe it can be book page. Stick that there. Let's see. Take that bit off. And that bit. Now, as I said, this way is more fiddly. So I'll show you what I mean in a minute. That's that. Okay. I'll probably close it there and have it open at the top. I seem to like that. Do I want to? I don't want to close it. I want to put something across here again. And I've got this piece that's going to fit perfectly. I might do something slightly different with this one. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to get my piece of paper, my hingey paper. I might even grab, let's do something different. I'm going to grab one of these pieces here. Now this is going to be, oh, that will be perfect. I'm going to glue that in there. I glue it. It doesn't really matter which way I glue it. So I'm going to get some glue. Maybe I'll fold it so I can see where my fold's going to be. There. Now this is total experiment, and that is going to glue in there. Just a minute, this is too sticky. Too sticky. So put your glue in there, nearly to the crease, not quite. Glue it down really well and attach it here. Now, you need to, might line it up there a bit more. And line it up there. That'll be straight. I'm looking at this line here to line it up, kind of. Let's see. Yep, that's going to be good. And then, I know this is looking totally bizarre. At the moment, it's looking bizarre. Now, we've got this bit here. We don't want this bit. See, they didn't tear it very well. They weren't thinking of us when they tore it, were they? They were not. We don't want that bit. It's just going to get in our way. Okay, then I'm going to put my glue. It's looking complicated, I know. Just bear with me. I'm going to put my glue down here. And, oh, I should have put my glue on there. Okay, well, that's easily solved. We just grab this. This is a bit sticky, so I'll fold it in half. Now I can put my glue on. See that? Put your glue on. And then close it. And I've got my hinge already attached. Look at that. And that's the other side of the page. Now what I can do with this is, just a minute, my crease is not in the right spot. That's better. And I can, excuse me, I can fold this like this. And that can be a flip out. How about that? Okay, so now we have to decorate our envelope. So the other way to do your envelope, and it's a little bit more fiddly, it really is. And I don't really enjoy doing it so much, I prefer to collage it, is you can get, I'm just going to look at one of these collage pages, maybe this side. See, if you wanted to stick that on there, you have to figure out where the window is, and then you have to cut it out, which I don't really like doing. You can make a template, but no, we're not going to do that. I don't want to do that. Or how did I do it before? Or otherwise, the other way is you can, let's just get rid of our excess. Now, I'm not going to fold that around, but I could fold it around on that side. So let's just take off the edges, I should say. It's a bit crooked. Right, and then I'm going to tear it. Actually, it could even, oh no, I won't do that. We'll do something else on the other side. I'm going to just tear it about here. And I could just have, no. That to fold there, and I want to get rid of my window. I don't have any tracing paper here. I can feel it there. I can't feel it over there. It's always a dilemma for me, this bit, isn't it? There we go, I can see it there. I do it like that. There's the top, I can feel that. That's the top. Because if you cut it out wrong, so I can kind of feel the edge there. You could make a template if you had some tracing paper, which I didn't think about. You could trace it. That's it. See, I can see it there. I've done a little imprint there with my fingernail. And then you're just going to, I don't want to totally ruin that bit. Now, where's my little scissors? Haven't used those for a few days, so who knows where they've disappeared to. I'll use these ones. And I'm just going to cut inside my line that I can see. You won't be able to see it, but it is an imprint there with my nail. It's actually imprinted quite well. And this was quite a thick paper. This is 120 GSM, so if you had your regular copy paper, it'd be even better. It won't be perfectly straight. You could use your, you know, your Stanley knife and cut it out, or your X-Acto knife, and you'd do a better job. There we go. And that will go there, and I'll have to be very careful with my gluing to make sure. So that will go there. Now that's going to fold over there, and that's going to come off. So that's another way of instantly covering your window. is doing that. A little bit more fiddly in the sense that if you make a boo-boo, well, you've made it. Get our glue everywhere. I know you ladies have told me an easier way to do it. Do you think I can remember? Do you think I can? No. I didn't find that hard. Oh, hello, we've got a window in our paper. Okay, so we're going to stick that down on there, kind of line it up. I left it a bit longer, just so I'm sure I've got enough to cover. And then it's just going to fold over there. Oh, come on. And then I have to trim off the excess. Okay, good. So that's another way to keep your window. You could make yourself a template too. That might make life easier if you're going to do multiples. Although I didn't find that too bad. I love that. And that's, I'll do my little semicircle there. Great. And then over here, we need to put something here, and that's just going to be in, that's your page there. So I need to have something to cover this up. And what will we do? Will we do some collaging, or will we stick down? This might fit. And it will. So let's tear this down. Okay, got that. Now let's measure it. It needs to stick there, and I need to tear it here and on that line there. There we have it. Okay, so I'll glue that in, and that one was that. I mean, that was almost quicker than the other one to do, I think. So two ways you can attach your hinge to your envelope if you don't have an open flap. You can attach it on the inside if it's open down the side, which it will be because that's how they got their post out. Or you can use the flap if it's open, because some of my envelopes were already open or really easy just to open the flap up even though it had been glued down, because sometimes that glue is not very strong. I need to, okay, that'll do. There we go. So there you have it. So that one's done. Okay, so I didn't decorate those other ones. I think I'll do those when I get towards putting them in a journal. But so these were the ones I did just to test it out. There, this one, that's upside down. That one's got the flap. This one doesn't have anything. So this one needs to have something. See, I could, no, I'm not going to do that. With this one, I'll have to attach, I'll probably attach something down there, you know, like a piece of paper, some sort of piece of paper like that, down, not that one, but I attach something down there, and then it can be in, or it can just slip into a pocket. It doesn't have to. And even these could hinge on the outside of a page and flip out too. Depends how much space you've got. So we did this one, which is like the one I just showed you. I'm not worried about that, as I said, because it's going to be attached to something. Really love that one. And then we did this one where we glued the hinge under the piece of paper on the other side, and that's the window side. And then we did this one where we cut out our piece of paper with the window, and we put the hinge on the inside, the hinged page on the inside, so that can just be stitched into a signature directly. So that's like a page already. These are all like pages except for the one that doesn't have the hinge. They're already like pages. So there we go. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'll go ahead and get the other ones done off camera, and I will see you again tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Bye.